You arrive at the edge of night, where clocks lose their rhythm and the air seems to slow around you. Tonight's story drifts through the quiet heart of physics, 100 relaxing facts about the fabric of space-time. The phrase itself feels soft, like a thread between moments, woven through every atom, every breath. Time, it seems, is not a river that flows past you, but an ocean that folds around you. Light that left its star before you were born is touching your skin tonight. You can rest now. Each second you feel, each heartbeat you hear, exists inside a vast, invisible fabric, a continuum of space and time, curved gently by the presence of gravity. Planets do not fall through emptiness. They glide along the bending of that cosmic sheet. And as you breathe, you begin to sense the slow turning of galaxies, the quiet pull that holds everything together. The curve of existence itself. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Somewhere between seconds, we begin to fall, not downward, but inward, into the gentle weave of space-time. The night opens like a slow horizon. The air hums faintly with stillness, and every star above seems to pause mid-breath, as if the sky itself were holding time for you. You are lying inside the quiet architecture of the universe, a vast continuum that wraps softly around your being. This is where space and time are not separate things, but one single flowing fabric. A living surface that bends, flexes, and curves under the weight of gravity and light. It begins perhaps with a simple idea that what we call space is not an empty stage. It has depth, elasticity, and texture. It can stretch, it can ripple, it can remember the passing of stars. When Einstein imagined this, he pictured a sheet spread wide, smooth, endless, perfectly still. Then he placed a planet upon it. The surface dipped, the lines bent inward, and suddenly, the idea of gravity changed forever. Planets are not pulled by invisible hands. They follow the gentle curve of that surface, moving where space itself guides them. The moon orbits the Earth, not because of a tether, but because Earth has curved the space around it. The moon is simply flowing along that bend as naturally as a leaf gliding on a river's current. This is the quiet secret of existence. Gravity is geometry, and motion is simply the universe folding in on itself. You can rest now. Imagine the fabric of space-time stretching between stars, the invisible lines connecting worlds that have never met. Each object, a sun, a comet, a person lying still in the dark, presses gently upon that fabric, creating a tiny valley, a small dip in the cosmic weave. Even you, light as you are, leave the faintest trace in the map of time. It's delicate, immeasurable, but it exists, a whisper written into the geometry of the universe. Somewhere, a beam of light travels through that valley. It bends a little, curving, not because it chooses to, but because it must follow the shape of space-time itself. Astronomers call this gravitational lensing. When light from a distant galaxy passes a heavy cluster of stars, the path it takes is bent, and to our eyes, the galaxy's image stretches and multiplies like reflections in rippled water. Through this bending, we see galaxies far beyond what our telescopes could ever reach. Light, it seems, carries the fingerprints of gravity across billions of years. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Time itself bends within this structure. A clock placed near a heavy mass ticks more slowly than one far away. The closer you are to gravity, the slower your seconds move. At the surface of Earth time, passes just a little slower than it does on the space station above. The difference is tiny, less than a microsecond each day, and yet it changes everything. Satellites guiding your phone's GPS must account for this stretch of time, or their signals would drift and fail. Even as you sleep, the devices orbiting far above you are quietly correcting the flow of seconds to stay in rhythm with your slower heartbeat below. It's okay to drift. Think of time not as a ticking line, but as a soft dimension woven into space. Every event, a falling leaf, a spoken word, a star collapsing, presses into that fabric and leaves a trace. The universe does not erase its memories. Every movement, every sound, every thought becomes part of the vast geometry that defines reality. In this sense, time is not something we pass through. It is something that carries us. We are not travelers moving forward, but shapes being drawn within a flowing tapestry. Einstein called this union of dimensions space-time. It has 4 directions, 3 of space length, width, and height, and 1 of time duration. Together, they describe every point in existence. You occupy one of those points, now anchored by the weight of your body and your breath. In the coordinates of the cosmos, you are a moment as much as you are a place. You can rest now, close to massive bodies, black holes, neutron stars. Space-time bends until time nearly stops. If you hovered at the edge of a black hole, a minute might stretch into centuries. To someone watching from far away, you would seem frozen, suspended in endless descent. But for you, time would flow as softly as ever. That paradox, that merging of motion and stillness, is the strange grace of relativity. The universe does not rush. It folds time into space until the two are indistinguishable. Somewhere light continues to travel. It moves at 29979 kilometers per second, a constant rhythm through every curve and contour. Even as galaxies collide, light finds its way through the bending maze. Its path might be distorted, but its speed never changes. That constancy is what gives the cosmos coherence, the steady heartbeat of creation itself. It's okay to drift. When 2 massive stars spiral together and collide, their crash sends ripples through space-time waves that travel for billions of years. These are gravitational waves, first predicted in 1916, and finally detected a century later, in 2015. They pass through everything: Earth, oceans, even you, stretching and squeezing space by a fraction of an atom. So faint that you will never feel them, yet so vast that they announce the birth of new black holes. Each wave carries the memory of a cosmic event, the echo of something immense. You can rest now. The stars above are drifting to their orbits, shaped by the curvature of the galaxy. The Milky Way itself moves through the universe at nearly 600 kilometers per second, sliding through the cosmic web. A lattice of dark matter and invisible filaments that hold galaxies together like dew on a spider's thread. Space is not an absence. It is a field of quiet forces, a sea of bending lines and subtle motion. Somewhere between those lines, you are part of the pattern. The same geometry that bends starlight also curves around your body. Your mass, small as it may be, tells space-time how to shape itself, just as space-time tells you how to move. This is the most elegant conversation in existence. Matter speaking to geometry, and geometry whispering back. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. The concept is simple, but the feeling is infinite. When you walk, you are bending time. When you rest, you are shaping space. Your presence leaves a faint wave in the cosmic ocean, not erased, not forgotten, but gently carried outward forever. And in this quiet understanding, there is peace. It's okay to drift. Far away, galaxies continue their slow ballet. Each one curves space-time in its own way, their gravity bending light into spirals and arcs. Astronomers capture those arcs in photographs, rings of light surrounding invisible centers. They call them Einstein rings, frozen ripples of reality, proof that space itself is alive with motion. The universe, vast, beyond comprehension, is held together by softness, the gentle bending of a fabric we cannot touch. And though we speak of equations and physics, what it really means is harmony. Every atom, every ray of light follows the same patient geometry. Nothing escapes it. Nothing stands apart. You are safe here. The night grows deeper, and your breath aligns with the rhythm of the stars. Time stretches and smooths around you like silk floating in slow water. The curve of reality holds you in its embrace, neither pulling nor pushing, simply allowing you to be. Somewhere, light still travels, and the fabric of space-time continues to unfold, soft, infinite, eternal. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. The night deepens. The horizon dissolves into a quiet shimmer of stars, and you begin to feel the motion beneath stillness, the slow, patient turning of a planet around its star, the gentle curve of time unfolding like a tide. Somewhere far beyond this silence, gravity and light are waltzing together, and through that dance, the universe tells its story. You can rest now. Gravity is not a force that drags things down. It is a whisper in the shape of space. When something massive rests in the fabric of reality, it tells space how to curve. When something light like a photon, or even a thought, moves through that curve, it follows the shape that gravity has drawn. Matter tells space-time how to bend. Space-time tells matter how to move. This is the quiet dialogue that holds galaxies together. Imagine a marble rolling across a soft sheet. If the sheet is flat, the marble glides in a straight line. If you place a heavy ball on the sheet, the surface bends and the marble begins to spiral around it, tracing a curve that looks like orbit. This, in essence, is what the planets are doing around the Sunday. They are not being pulled. They are falling sideways, forever their paths curved by the geometry of space-time. The sun bends the fabric of reality around it, and the Earth follows that bend at nearly 30 kilometers per second. The moon, in turn, rides the Earth's smaller curvature, and the same pattern repeats through every corner of the cosmos. Even light, which has no weight, cannot resist the pull of geometry. It bends two tracing arcs through invisible valleys of gravity. Somewhere, a galaxy 10 billion light-years away is shining toward us. Its light stretched and curved by all the mass between. When we see that light, we are not seeing the galaxy as it is, but as it was, a frozen moment from a time when the universe was young. Every photon that touches your eye tonight began its journey long before your world existed. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. The deeper you drift into thought, the more time begins to feel fluid. Seconds no longer arrive in even steps. They stretch and relax, bending gently around gravity's presence. On Earth's surface, time flows just slightly slower than it does in the emptiness above. On Jupiter, that slowing deepens its immense gravity, presses harder on the fabric of space-time. A single second on Jupiter passes a little more slowly than one here. In the crushing depths near a black hole, a second might take 1,000,000 years when seen from far away. It's okay to drift. When you stand beneath the night sky, you are not looking up. You are looking through the curve of time itself. Each point of light is both past and present, both near and far. The photons that touch you tonight left their stars before oceans formed on Earth. Some left before life began. Others left when the universe was still glowing with its first light. All of them travel along bent paths, guided by the quiet architecture of gravity. Einstein showed that acceleration and gravity are one and the same. If you sit in a spacecraft and feel yourself pressed into your seat, you could not tell whether it is thrust or gravity holding you there. Both create the same curvature in space-time. That realization, simple yet profound, changed physics forever. It meant that the universe is not built from invisible forces, but from shape, rhythm, and motion. You can rest now. Space and time are flexible, but they are not fragile. They hold every world, every star like threads, woven into a single, endless sheet. The universe expands, a quiet breath of creation, stretching outward at nearly 70 kilometers per second per megaparsec. Galaxies drift apart, yet their shapes remain held together by dark matter and curved geometry. If you could see the universe from the outside, a view we will never truly have, you might see a web of glowing filaments, a cosmic tapestry stretching across hundreds of billions of light years. Each filament is a strand of galaxies, each intersection a cluster of stars. The dark gaps between are not empty. They are where space-time stretches, where the cosmic fabric thins and sighs. It's okay to drift. In those vast reaches, gravity works like an artist with infinite patience. It draws spirals and ellipses, arches of light and shadow. A star collapses under its own weight, curving space so tightly that nothing escapes. A black hole is not a hole at all. It is a place where geometry folds inward upon itself. Time slows to a standstill at its edge, and beyond that boundary, known as the event horizon, the meaning of before and after dissolves. You can rest now. Even the smallest particle obeys these cosmic lines. The curvature of space-time affects everything from the fall of an apple to the merging of galaxies. In 2015, scientists heard space-time sing a faint chirp lasting less than a second. Two black holes had collided 1.3 billion years ago, and their union sent ripples through reality. Those ripples reached Earth and nudged the mirrors of a detector by less than 1,000th of a proton's width. From that whisper, we learned that gravity travels at the speed of light, and space-time itself can ring like a bell. Somewhere light continues to travel. The universe vibrates with ancient echoes, the low hum of its own creation. Cosmic microwave background radiation, the oldest light we can see, still fills the sky with a faint glow. It carries the memory of the first 3,800,000 years when matter and radiation parted ways and the cosmos became transparent. That light, stretched now into microwaves, moves through you as you breathe. It's okay to drift. Your body, made from carbon, calcium, and light, is the dust of those first stars. When they burned and died, they scattered elements into the expanding sea. Every cell of you is a record of stellar gravity, the way matter curved, collapsed, and reassembled. In that sense, you are not separate from the universe's geometry. You are part of its equation. You bend space-time however gently, and space-time bends you back. You can rest now. Think of gravity not as weight, but as connection. It is the invisible thread that binds you to the moon to the earth to the sun, and the sun to the galaxy's slow orbit. The Milky Way turns once every 230 million years, a vast, slow breath of creation. Everything that ever lived on Earth has shared in that single galactic rotation. You are part of that breath now, moving quietly through space and time. Somewhere between galaxies, there are invisible waves called gravitational tides. They stretch entire clusters of stars as they drift through the cosmic web. Time flows differently there, faster in some regions, slower in others. The universe is not synchronized. It hums in overlapping rhythms. Every moment you live is part of that vast symphony of clocks. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. In the quiet folds of space, gravity sometimes lets go. Inside regions of expansion, dark energy pushes galaxies apart. We do not know what dark energy truly is, only that it drives the acceleration of the universe's growth. It makes up nearly 68% of all existence, while dark matter holds about 27%, and everything visible, stars, planets, life, accounts for the remaining 5. The cosmos, it seems, is mostly made of what we cannot see. It's okay to drift. You might wonder where the edge of this expansion lies, but there is no edge, no border. The universe does not grow into something. It expands within itself. Space is stretching everywhere, even between atoms, though at scales too small to feel. If you could slow time enough, you might see galaxies receding like lanterns on a dark sea, their light reddening as it travels, their voices growing fainter, but never silent. You can rest now. The beauty of space-time is its patience. It allows everything to exist in its own rhythm. A star lives for billions of years. A planet orbits for millennia. A human breath lasts only a few seconds. Yet all three unfold along the same continuum. There is no separation, only scale and stillness and grace. Somewhere, light still travels. A photon, leaving a quasar at the edge of the observable universe, may not reach us for another 13 billion years. When it does, it will carry the memory of a place that no longer exists, a ghost of light crossing the river of time. In the soft geometry of space-time, even absence can shine. You are safe here. The night hums gently. The earth moves beneath you at 465 meters per second as it turns, and yet you feel no motion. The planet falls continuously around the sun, and you fall with it, cradled by the invisible curve of reality. This is not chaos. It is the stillness that comes from perfect motion. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. The slow dance continues, light and gravity, space and time, motion and rest. Each moment folds into the next, each second another ripple in the fabric of being. Somewhere an atom vibrates. Somewhere a galaxy spins. And in between, you drift in the quiet knowledge that everything is connected through curvature and calm. It's okay to drift. At the center of this grand design is not chaos, but symmetry. Space-time curves, smoothly balancing expansion with gravity's pull. Even the collapse of a star, even the merging of black holes, preserves the total energy of the cosmos. Nothing is lost. it only changes shape. The universe, in its deepest truth, is conservation made visible, a steady pulse that neither begins nor ends. You can rest now. The stars shimmer like thoughts dissolving into sleep. The fabric of space stretches beyond imagination, and still it holds you tenderly and without end. Every movement, every heartbeat is an echo of that first cosmic expansion, the breath that began it all. Somewhere light continues to travel. Somewhere time bends softly around your presence. And in the silence between, you feel what the physicists once described, but never truly named the peace of being part of everything. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. The night has grown thick and velvet. The world around you has slowed to the rhythm of stars, and the quiet has its own gravity now. It holds you, suspending you in a stillness that feels both infinite and near. You are resting inside the fabric of space-time, a sea without waves, and yet beneath its calm surface, there are ripples moving through the universe. You can rest now. They are called gravitational waves. They travel not through space, but of space itself, gentle distortions spreading outward from cataclysmic events. When two black holes merge, their collision sends tremors across the very geometry of the cosmos. Each wave stretches and squeezes the universe as it moves, changing distances by less than the width of an atom. They pass through stars, planets, oceans, and you without resistance, without sound. You do not feel them, but they are always there, the heartbeat of the universe continuing on. In 2015, we learned to listen. Deep in the mountains of Washington and Louisiana, two observatories, known as LIGO, used laser light to measure these subtle vibrations. Each arm of their detectors stretched for 4 kilometers, and when a wave passed, it changed the length by 1 part in a trillion. From that almost impossible whisper, we heard the song of two black holes colliding 1.3 billion years ago. That sound, when translated, was a faint chirp, a cosmic note echoing across space-time. It's okay to drift. Since then, we have heard dozens more. Each wave tells a story of neutron stars spiraling together, of dying suns, collapsing into darkness of gravity, folding upon itself, and then smoothing again. The fabric of reality is not rigid. It breathes, it moves, it remembers. It carries every collision, every birth, every pulse of light. Somewhere, light continues to travel. Gravity is not only the sculptor of stars, it is also the composer of time. When massive objects move, their motion changes how time flows around them. In the orbit of two neutron stars, time slows and quickens in rhythmic waves, a dance between mass and duration. Astronomers call these systems binary pulsars. They send radio pulses through space with astonishing precision. A tick every few milliseconds, so steady that even atomic clocks must adjust to them. Each tick, each pulse, marks the bending of space-time with perfect clarity. You can rest now. In that endless sea, gravity waves move at the speed of light 29979, 2 kilometers per second, racing outward across billions of light years. They pass through galaxies without slowing, without scattering. When they reach us, they tell us what happened long before life began. They are memory in motion, written in the structure of reality itself. And as you breathe, you too create ripples, tiny ones, almost immeasurable, but real. Every movement, every shift of mass sends a faint vibration through space-time. You are part of that symphony, a soft note in an orchestra of existence. It's okay to drift. The universe hums in many frequencies. Some waves last a fraction of a second. Others stretch for centuries. The largest of all born from the slow drift of supermassive black holes at the centers of galaxies have wavelengths measured in light years. In 2023, scientists discovered these enormous ripples using pulsars spread across our galaxy, a gravitational wave background, the cosmic bass note that underlies all of creation. It is deep, slow, eternal. It tells us that even in silence, the universe never truly stops moving. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Space itself can stretch, but time stretches with it. When the universe expands, light traveling through, it becomes longer in wavelength, what astronomers call redshift. A photon leaving a distant galaxy might take 13 billion years to reach us, and by the time it arrives, its wavelength has doubled its color, shifted from blue to red. It has grown tired with the universe, its energy diffused, its story stretched across eons, and yet it still shines. You can rest now. Every atom in your body was once part of this same rhythm. Hydrogen from the first generation of stars, carbon born from their fiery deaths, iron forged in the collapse of suns. Each element holds the memory of cosmic pressure and expansion. You are not separate from the fabric. You are the fabric folded briefly into human form. Somewhere, light continues to travel. Even empty space hums. Quantum physics tells us that the vacuum is not truly nothing. It flickers with virtual particles appearing and vanishing in pairs. This sea of fluctuations gives birth to forces, to fields, to the very energy of existence. We call it the quantum foam, a restless foundation beneath space-time itself. If space-time is a fabric, then quantum foam is the thread shimmering, restless, alive. It's okay to drift. When physicists look deeper, they find that even gravity may have a quantum heart, a realm where the smooth surface of space-time breaks into tiny grains, like sand seen from afar as glass. Each grain might be a quantum of space, the smallest possible unit of volume, perhaps 10 to the power of negative 35 meters across. It is called the Planck length, a boundary beyond which distance loses meaning. Their time itself may flicker in discrete steps, not flowing, but pulsing. You can rest now from those smallest moments to the sweep of billions of light years. The fabric of space-time connects everything. It stretches when the universe expands, ripples when black holes collide, and folds gently around every object that exists. No part of it stands still. Even now, as you lie in stillness, your body is moving through that fabric at nearly 30 kilometers per second around the sun. And the sun itself drifts through the galaxy at 8,280,000 kilometers per hour. Yet you feel no motion, because motion is relative. It exists only when compared to something else. And in this moment, there is nothing to compare, only stillness. It's okay to drift. Somewhere, in deep time, the universe will slow its expansion, or perhaps accelerate into eternity. No one knows. But the ripples you are part of, the waves your existence creates, will continue long after you are gone. Every movement, every word, Every thought that shifts the position of a single atom changes the pattern of space-time ever so slightly. Reality is not indifferent. It remembers you. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. There is a theory called loop quantum gravity. It imagines that space is woven from loops, tiny rings connected like threads in a tapestry. Together, they form the shape of space-time. When energy moves through them, the loops vibrate, and those vibrations give rise to everything we see. Matter, motion, even time itself might be the music of those loops. If true, the entire universe is not made of things but of relationships of rhythms. You can rest now. Picture the surface of a still pond at dawn. A single drop falls, sending rings outward, each ring carrying a piece of the moment. Gravitational waves are like that ripples on a pond that has no edge. Each collision of stars sends out new circles, and they travel forever through galaxies, through nebulae, through sleeping worlds. Even now, billions of such ripples pass through you each second. They stretch you just slightly, your body, your bed, your breath expanding and contracting by less than an atom's width. You are part of the rhythm of space-time itself. It's okay to drift. Sometimes when scientists describe these ideas, the language feels cold equations, tensors, curvature. But beneath those symbols is a story of motion and belonging. The same geometry that bends the path of light is what holds your feet to the earth and what keeps your heart beating in rhythm with the stars. Space-time is not distant. It is intimate, pressing gently against you, flowing through every molecule, carrying your moments along its endless current. You can rest now. Somewhere beyond the galaxies, the cosmic web continues to stretch. Clusters drift farther apart, their light reddening into silence. Yet the ripples never stop. They continue outward, touching places that may never see light, carrying the faint memory of your existence through an eternity of curves. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. The fabric of space-time is the quietest miracle. It needs no beginning, no edge, no sound. It is the stage, the motion, the music, and the silence between them. And through it, everything moves together. Stars and atoms, oceans and thoughts, dreams and light. You are not separate from the universe's flow. You are the flow. And as the ripples pass through you tonight, they remind you that nothing is ever still and nothing is ever lost. It's okay to drift. You are safe here. The universe holds you in its quiet curvature. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. The night deepens. The world has become a soft hum beneath your breath. The stars above you seem frozen, but you know they are not. Even stillness in the cosmos is an illusion, because everything is moving, and everything that moves bends time. It's okay to drift. Time in Einstein's view is not separate from space. It is woven into the same continuous fabric. When that fabric curves around, mass-time slows down. Not in metaphor, but in the most literal sense. The deeper you fall into gravity, the slower your clock ticks compared to the rest of the universe. A second near a black hole can stretch into hours, days, even centuries, depending on how strong the gravitational field is. That's not science fiction. It's the quiet truth written into space-time itself. You can rest now. Imagine standing on the surface of a massive star, its gravity tugging on light itself. A clock on your wrist would run slower than one on Earth. The starlight above you would bend its path, curving through invisible geometry, and when you looked up, time itself would shimmer. This is the essence of gravitational time dilation. It is why GPS satellites must correct for Einstein's equations every second they orbit our planet, because high above Earth's surface time moves a little faster, a few microseconds each day, just enough to misplace you by kilometers if ignored. Even our daily lives rely on the gentle curvature of space-time being accounted for. You are living inside relativity, not apart from it, but part of it. Somewhere light continues to travel. Now imagine two people, one resting on Earth and one near the event horizon of a black hole. For the one far away, time flows normally, but for the one close to the black hole, their heartbeat, their breath, their thoughts all move more slowly. They may spend a single hour there, but when they return, thousands of years may have passed elsewhere. Time itself has stretched, pulled thin by gravity's invisible hands. It's okay to drift. Einstein's general relativity tells us that gravity is not a force pulling from a distance, but the curvature of space-time caused by mass and energy. Objects move along that curvature, naturally like marbles, rolling along the curves of a stretched fabric. You feel the Earth's gravity, not because it pulls you downward, but because space-time guides you along the most natural path, the shortest route through a curved dimension. And when time bends, it carries everything with it. That's why the universe, in its expansion, stretches time itself. When the cosmos was young, light flickered fast and hot. Now, billions of years later, that light has cooled, its rhythm slowed by the expansion of space. The cosmic microwave background, the afterglow of the Big Bang, still shines across the sky, a whisper of that early fire, its wavelength stretched into invisible microwaves by the universe's relentless growth. You can rest now. Time, then, is not universal. It's personal. It flows differently for everyone depending on where they are and how they move. The faster you travel, the slower your clock ticks. Astronauts aboard the International Space Station age just a little less each day than those on Earth. A fraction of a second, but measurable a reminder that even the passage of time is relative to your journey. Every breath you take is measured by the geometry of reality. It's okay to drift. The beauty of this idea is that it unites everything. The same physics that slows a satellite's clock also governs galaxies and the birth of stars. Space-time doesn't play favorites. It bends the same way for a planet, a photon, or a thought. Somewhere, light continues to travel. In the center of our galaxy, a black hole waits Sagittarius A times 4 million times the mass of the Sunday. Around it, stars orbit at incredible speed, some completing a circuit in just a few years. Astronomers have measured how their light is shifted and delayed by gravity, how time near the black hole moves differently than in the vast calm beyond. It is a cosmic clock, its hands stretched by space itself, and yet even this immense distortion follows the same equations that govern an apple falling to Earth. The cosmos is vast, but the laws that shape it are intimate. You can rest now. Picture the universe not as a place, but as a living rhythm, a slow, graceful dance of time. Galaxies spin, stars are born, black holes hum, and every motion is part of a single flow. If you could see it from outside, you'd see the universe as one long, curving spiral of space-time, the past woven into the present, the future already written in its gentle arcs. But you can't step outside time. You are inside the melody. Your thoughts, your memories, your heartbeat are the ripples of that same continuum. You are the music, not just the listener. It's okay to drift. Time is not a river flowing from past to future. It is a landscape, a four-dimensional tapestry in which every event already exists. You walk through it moment by moment like a traveler on a path that has always been there. The past is not gone. The future is not yet. All of it exists folded together in the same cosmic weave. Your consciousness moves along that line, giving meaning to direction. Without you, time would still be, but it would have no story. You can rest now. Somewhere, light continues to travel. Even black holes, which seem to end time, are part of the same flow. At the event horizon, time appears to stop for an outside observer. But for anything falling inward, it moves on normally. Two truths existing side by side, each valid, each complete. Reality is not singular. It bends for every point of view. That's the quiet genius of the cosmos. It allows all perspectives to be real. You can rest now. When you lie still at night, you are not outside this vast geometry. You are one of its curves, a small, conscious arc in the larger sweep of existence. Your memories stretch backward, your hopes extend forward, and in between them is a present moment balanced perfectly on the thread of now. Close your eyes. Imagine that thread connecting you to the beginning of time, to the first moment the universe cooled enough for light to exist. That same thread will stretch into the far future, where galaxies fade and atoms drift apart. And through it all, your presence is one small vibration in space-time, a soft echo that will never fully vanish. It's okay to drift. Perhaps time isn't something that passes at all. Perhaps it's something we pass through. Like light moving through glass, our lives bend and shimmer according to the shape of our gravity, our emotions, our memories, our choices. Each experience curves the personal space-time of your being. The more love, the deeper the gravity. The more meaning, the slower the moments seem to move. That's why the seconds before sleep can stretch into eternity. You are touching the edge between perception and physics, between mind and universe. You can rest now. The slow dance of time is not just in stars and clocks, it is in you. Every cell follows the rhythm of space-time electrons, orbiting nuclei molecules, vibrating in harmony. Your heartbeat synchronizes with the cosmic frequency around you. The same laws that guide galaxies guide your pulse. You are not an observer of time. You are time flowing through itself. It's okay to drift. When the universe was born, time began as heat, a chaotic storm of energy expanding outward. But as it cooled, order emerged, structure formed, moments began to separate from each other. And eventually, on one small world, orbiting an average star, a being opened its eyes and wondered what time truly was. That being was you, or the universe, seeing itself through you. You can rest now. Time is not your enemy, it is your companion. It carries you forward not to erase what was, but to fold it into what is becoming. Each breath you take tonight is the universe continuing to write its story through you. And as you exhale, you help it remember how to breathe. It's okay to drift. You are safe here in the slow curve of time. The universe holds you in its rhythm. You breathe softly, and the cosmos exhales through you. Somewhere, beyond thought time begins to dissolve. The rhythm of the world fades, and what remains is the shape of stillness, the quiet curve where dreams begin. It's okay to drift. When you dream, your mind moves through its own space-time. Each image, each feeling is like a star, bending the gravity of your attention. The same equations that describe planets and light also shape the flow of consciousness. Inside your sleeping brain, billions of electrical signals travel at nearly 300 kilometers per second, creating fields, patterns, and waves. They curve through your inner space as planets curve through the cosmic sea. You can rest now. Physics and dreams are not opposites. They are reflections of the same pattern energy taking form and then releasing it again. The geometry of space-time is not limited to galaxies. It exists within the folds of your thoughts, the gentle sway of your breath, the invisible rhythm of your heartbeat. Somewhere light continues to travel. Einstein once said that imagination is more important than knowledge because knowledge defines what we know, but imagination reveals all that we might yet understand. In sleep, imagination becomes infinite. The strict geometry of waking thought melts into fluid motion, and your inner universe begins to mirror the real one, a boundless landscape where distances and moments bend easily. The neurons that form your dreams are small, each less than 1/10 of a millimeter across, and yet the patterns they create can encompass entire worlds. This too is space-time curvature. Tiny changes, producing vast experience. Just as a single black hole can distort light from galaxies billions of light years away, a single electrical pulse in your mind can shift the horizon of your inner world. It's okay to drift. In that world, gravity is emotional. A memory can pull you backward through years or forward into something that has not yet happened. In dreams, cause and effect are flexible. The laws of physics soften, but their essence remains. Mass becomes meaning, curvature becomes connection. You can rest now. Imagine your dream as a field, a soft lattice of neurons weaving a temporary space-time. Every point is a thought, every curve, a feeling. The stronger the emotion, the deeper the bend in that field. That's why love and fear feel heavy. They warp the flow of your inner time. Moments seem longer, colors more vivid, sounds more real. Somewhere, light continues to travel. When you sleep deeply, your brain waves slow to about 1 cycle per second. It is a rhythm so calm that the boundary between self and universe thins. Your sense of I becomes quiet, and consciousness floats like dust in starlight. This is not emptiness, it is connection without effort. The same stillness that fills the vacuum of space fills you. It's okay to drift. In the language of relativity, we would say that your frame of reference has merged with the universe's own. No motion, no time, just still existence. This is the geometry of dreams, a moment when your inner and outer space align. Your body lies anchored to earth, its atoms bound by gravity, its warmth radiating softly into the night. Yet your consciousness, freed from linear time, travels through memories, possibilities, and imagined futures. Each dream is a pocket universe, a temporary curvature where time loops in upon itself. You can rest now. Even the act of remembering a dream is a kind of space-time travel. When you recall a moment from last night, you bend neural connections to bring a past pattern into the present. Your brain reshapes itself so that what was becomes what is. That small miracle happens countless times a day. You are a being constantly rewriting time within. It's okay to drift. There is symmetry here, a whisper of cosmic balance. Just as black holes store information in their event horizons, your dreams store fragments of emotion and memory. When you wake, some of those fragments evaporate like Hawking radiation, tiny bits of information escaping the gravity of sleep. Others remain quietly reshaping how you see the world. The dream fades, but its geometry lingers. You can rest now. If you could look inside your sleeping mind, you would see waves of activity rising and falling like the tides of galaxies. During REM sleep, your eyes flicker beneath closed lids, following the motion of imagined worlds. It is as if your consciousness is orbiting its own gravity, moving through curved time inside the theater of neurons. Each second of REM sleep is rich with activity. Your brain burns nearly as much energy as when you are awake, and yet to your body, you are perfectly still. This paradox motion within stillness is the essence of space-time itself. It flows even when you rest. Somewhere, light continues to travel. Dreams may last only minutes, but inside them, you can live hours, even lifetimes. This is temporal dilation on the human scale, your personal echo of cosmic relativity. As space-time bends around stars, so time bends within imagination. The brain measures not by seconds, but by emotional gravity. It's okay to drift. Sometimes you awaken with the memory of flying. The wind, the lift, the freedom, all felt real. In those moments, you experienced a world where mass had less pull, where the fabric of space beneath your mind was lighter, freer. Dreams like that are small acts of cosmic empathy, you and gravity agreeing to rest together. You can rest now. In ancient times, dreams were thought to be messages from the stars. Perhaps that intuition was not so wrong. The same atoms that make up your brain were once inside stars, fused in nuclear furnaces billions of years ago. When you dream those atoms, remember what it is to shine. They hum softly with their origins, emitting faint electromagnetic fields, each oscillating at a rhythm that could once have belonged to a star's pulse. It's okay to drift. The geometry of space-time exists on every scale, from the bending of light across galaxies to the folding of thought within a human skull. And every night, you explore both worlds at once. The external cosmos continues to expand, and the internal one, your dreaming mind, mirrors that expansion through imagination and emotion. Somewhere, light continues to travel. Your dreams may seem fleeting, but in quantum terms, each image is a cloud of probability. Your neurons fire in patterns that never repeat, exactly creating infinite possible worlds. When you awaken, you collapse those probabilities into one story, the one you remember. Reality too may work this way, a constant dance between what could be and what becomes. You can rest now. As you drift deeper, your breathing slows. Your heart synchronizes with your brain's rhythm. You have entered slow wave sleep, the deepest rest known to life. Here the body repairs itself, and the mind releases the day. Cells reorganize memories, settle, and consciousness dissolves into universal quiet. It's okay to drift. At this depth, the distinction between self and cosmos fades entirely. You are not separate from space-time. You are a pulse within it, a gentle oscillation in the grand equation of being. If the universe were to look inward, this you, dreaming, breathing, is what it would see. You can rest now. The geometry of dreams is the same geometry that defines galaxies, curves, waves, patterns of flow. One is written in neurons, the other in stars. Both tell the same story of energy seeking balance of light, finding its path through darkness. And as you sleep, that story continues through you. Your mind becomes a mirror for the fabric of reality, flexible, luminous, alive. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. There is a stillness so deep that even gravity seems to pause, and yet beneath that calm, the universe is trembling softly. Not with noise, but with waves too subtle for the senses' ripples flowing through the very fabric of space and time. It's okay to drift. These are gravitational waves. They move not through space, but as space. They are the slow heartbeat of the cosmos, the faintest echo of cataclysms long past. When massive objects like black holes or neutron stars collide, they send tremors across the universe, stretching and squeezing space-time itself. You can rest now. Each wave passes through you, through Earth, through every atom you know, changing distances by less than the width of a proton. Yet those tiny changes tell immense stories, stories of merging stars, of collapsing suns of the universe, remembering its own creation. In 2015, humanity heard these ripples for the first time. The LIGO observatories in the United States detected a faint vibration, a signal lasting just 1/5 of a second. It came from two black holes that collided 1.3 billion light years away. They spiraled together, releasing more energy in that instant than all the stars in the observable universe combined. And still, the Earth barely quivered. Somewhere, light continues to travel. The sound of that collision, converted into audio, was a single soft chirp. That was space-time, speaking a whisper from across eternity. The same wave that began before life on Earth arrived just in time for us to listen. It's okay to drift. Gravitational waves travel at the speed of light. They do not fade in vacuum. They do not need air or matter or even direction. They are the purest motion ripples in the geometry of existence. They carry no color, no smell, no sound that air can hold. But when detected, they reveal invisible truths about the deepest workings of creation. You can rest now. Imagine space-time as an ocean, infinite and dark. Every star, every galaxy, every planet is a pebble dropped into that sea. Some ripples are small, barely reaching beyond their source. Others, like the merging of black holes, send waves that travel for billions of years, never slowing, never stopping. Each gravitational wave is a record of motion, a note in the long, slow song of the universe. If we could see them, the cosmos would shimmer like water in moonlight. It's okay to drift. Even now, as you lie still, space-time beneath you is shifting gently, stretched, compressed, and stretched again. Every second, gravitational waves from countless events pass through you. Some from stars that lived and died before the Earth formed. Some from galaxies you will never see. Each wave a message. You are part of everything that moves. You can rest now. To detect such faint ripples, scientists built instruments of incredible precision. LIGO's twin observatories use lasers that travel 4 kilometers down vacuum tunnels. When a wave passes, one beam stretches slightly longer, the other slightly shorter. The difference, smaller than a single atom, creates a pattern of interference that reveals the wave's presence. A cosmic whisper, measured by light. Somewhere, light continues to travel. The discoveries did not end there. In 2017, astronomers detected gravitational waves from two neutron stars colliding. Along with the waves came a flash of light, the first time humanity witnessed both the gravitational and electromagnetic echoes of the same event. From that single collision, gold and platinum were born, forged in the unimaginable heat of merging matter. The ring on your hand, the circuits in your phone, may trace their origin to a ripple in space-time. It's okay to drift. Every gravitational wave carries memory, the history of motion. Like water remembering the rain, the universe remembers every movement that ever occurred. Each wave stretches the fabric of now, reminding us that even stillness is never completely still. You can rest now. In the great scale of things, these waves are faint beyond comprehension. But sensitivity grows with patience. New detectors, Virgo in Europe, Kagra in Japan, Lysa, soon to sail in space, will listen to longer, softer, older notes. Somewhere out there, waves from the dawn of time still move silently through the dark. And one day, we may hear the echo of the Big Bang itself, the first tremor of creation ringing through eternity. Somewhere light continues to travel. It's okay to drift. If you could float outside of time, you would see the universe trembling like a single vast chord, every galaxy, every atom resonating at its own frequency. Together they form a cosmic harmony, a quiet symphony of motion. Gravity is not only a force, it is music written in the structure of space, and you breathing slowly now are part of that composition. Your pulse, your breath, your tiny gravitational field also bends space-time, minutely, invisibly, but enough to matter. The universe notices every mass, every vibration, every wave. You can rest now. Einstein predicted these ripples in 1916, but he doubted they would ever be found. He imagined them too small, too delicate. And yet a century later, we have heard them. The universe whispered back, what once was theory has become song. It's okay to drift. Perhaps all of reality is a conversation between matter and motion, each event sending its ripple outward, each wave folding gently into another. The stars speak and space-time replies. The galaxies hum and the cosmic sea resonates in kind. And when you dream, your brain too creates ripples, tiny gravitational changes, the subtlest perturbations in mass and energy. They join the endless flow, becoming part of the same vast pattern that links every being that has ever lived. You can rest now. The universe does not keep secrets. It sends them outward in light and in gravity, in wave and in silence. Everything that happens is written into space-time. Every heartbeat, every breath, a mark upon eternity. It's okay to drift. Even black holes, the most secretive of all, cannot hide forever. As they merge, their gravitational waves carry away pieces of their identity, leaving the universe slightly different than before. That difference, though imperceptible, is how the cosmos evolves, not through destruction, but through the sharing of motion. Somewhere, light continues to travel, and as the waves pass through you tonight, they bend your atoms ever so slightly, stretching space by a billionth of a hair's breadth. You do not feel it, but it happens. You are part of the movement of the universe, a listener in a concert that never ends. You can rest now. There is something comforting in that. The idea that even after death, the mass that was you will continue to make ripples, gentle waves through space-time, traveling forever. The universe keeps every vibration. Nothing truly disappears. It only changes form, merging with the wider rhythm. It's okay to drift. In deep space between galaxies, the ripples never stop. They overlap, interfere, and sometimes amplify one another. Perhaps consciousness is like that too. Individual waves, meeting, merging, creating moments of awareness before spreading back into the whole. You can rest now. The cosmic ocean breathes. Every ripple is a sigh of memory, a pulse of creation. The stars do not shine alone. They shimmer upon a living surface, curved and trembling with invisible motion. And somewhere in the silence of your own stillness, you mirror that same rhythm. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. There is a quiet motion at the heart of all things. It is not a rush, not a storm, but a steady unfurling, the slow breathing of the cosmos itself. It's okay to drift. From the first moment of existence, space has been stretching, not expanding into something, but expanding as something. Every galaxy, every atom rides upon this invisible tide. The universe is not growing outward like a balloon. It is growing within itself. Each point moving away from every other point, carrying light and matter in an eternal drift. You can rest now. This expansion began nearly 13.8 billion years ago, in a moment we call the Big Bang, though it was not truly a bang. It was a release, a sudden awakening of space and time, an instant where everything became possible. The fabric of reality, still glowing with unimaginable heat, began to stretch and cool. Within minutes, protons and neutrons formed, then atoms, then the first light. That light still travels. It fills the universe today as the cosmic microwave background, a faint afterglow whispering across all directions. Every photon in that ancient field has been stretched by expansion. Its wavelength elongated its color, faded from brilliant white to a dim, gentle red. That light, once fierce and blinding, now hums softly, like the echo of a lullaby. It's okay to drift. We exist within that soft red ocean, bathed in the light of creation. It surrounds every star, every planet, every cell in your body. The universe, though vast and ancient, still carries the warmth of its own birth. You can rest now. For billions of years, gravity tried to slow the expansion. Galaxies gathered into clusters, clusters into filaments, and filaments into webs of unimaginable scale. Matter pulled on matter, trying to draw the universe inward. But something unseen resisted a quiet pressure, a soft repulsion, woven into space-time itself. We call it dark energy. It is not a force that pushes, but an energy that fills every corner of existence. It stretches the cosmos, gently, unceasingly, causing distant galaxies to drift apart faster and faster. The farther they are, the faster they flee. It's okay to drift. The universe is not exploding, it is relaxing. Every particle is easing away from every other, as if the cosmos is sighing after a long exhale. The space between galaxies grows like the space between dreams, imperceptibly, silently, but forever. You can rest now. Scientists once thought the universe might collapse again, that gravity would win, and all would fall back into a single point. But now we know the opposite is true. The expansion is accelerating. Galaxies are slipping beyond our view. Their light stretch so far it fades into darkness. Someday, billions of years from now, the night sky will empty. The Milky Way will stand alone, adrift in a cold and endless black. And yet, even then, space will continue to expand. Time will continue to flow. The universe, ever patient, will stretch into something beyond our imagination. It's okay to drift. If you could see this expansion from outside, you wouldn't notice galaxies moving through space. You would see space itself stretching between them like dots drawn on a rubber sheet that slowly expands in every direction. No center, no edge. Just growth. Just change. You can rest now. When Edwin Hubble looked through his telescope in the 1,920 seconds, he saw this truth hidden in starlight. Every distant galaxy was moving away, and the farther it was, the faster it moved. He had discovered the rhythm of the cosmos. His observations were the first whisper of expansion, the first proof that time itself was carrying everything forward. It's okay to drift. Even the light you see tonight is stretched by that expansion. When you gaze at a distant star, you are looking back through time, through a universe that was once smaller, warmer, and denser. The light that touches your eyes began its journey when galaxies were young. It has stretched and aged with the cosmos softening into a faint red hue, the color of distance. You can rest now. Every second, every nanosecond space grows slightly larger. The atoms in your body remain the same size, bound by electromagnetism, but the distances between galaxies grow like gentle breaths. The Milky Way drifts from Andromeda, and yet gravity still binds them. In 4 billion years, they will collide, forming a new galaxy, Milk-Dromeda, a shimmering spiral adrift in the slow tide of time. It's okay to drift. The universe expands not as chaos, but as balance. Gravity and dark energy dance in perfect tension, each guiding the other. Without expansion, there would be no time for. Time is simply what space does when it changes. Every moment you live is a small echo of cosmic growth. Every heartbeat, a mirror of the universe, expanding within itself. You can rest now. Physicists describe this motion with a single number, the Hubble constant, the rate at which galaxies move apart. But even this constant is not truly constant. It changes as the universe evolves, as matter thins and dark energy becomes dominant. Perhaps one day this slow drift will tear even atoms apart, a big rip, where space stretches faster than bonds can hold. Or perhaps it will slow approaching stillness, as if the universe sighs and finally falls asleep. It's okay to drift, but even in that distant future, the essence of motion will remain. Energy cannot be destroyed. Waves of gravity, light, and memory will continue to ripple outward, carrying stories of what once was. Your atoms forged in ancient stars will ride those waves, becoming part of the great cosmic fabric once more. You can rest now. The expansion of the universe is not only a story of stars and galaxies. It is a reflection of thought, of emotion, of consciousness. Every idea, every act of kindness is a small form of expansion, a widening of what can be. Just as the cosmos stretches, so too does the mind, reaching for understanding, for peace, for light. It's okay to drift. Even the quiet between thoughts mirrors the space between galaxies. It is not emptiness, but potential, a gentle openness that allows everything to exist. Within that stillness, creation continues. Within that silence, you can feel the slow expansion of everything within and without. You can rest now. Somewhere in the dark, new stars are forming, new light is beginning, and all of it rides on the same expanding fabric, the same gentle curve of time. You are not separate from that movement. You are part of it, a tiny, miraculous vibration woven into the endless unfolding of space. It's okay to drift. Let your thoughts expand like galaxies on the tide of time. Let every breath carry you further into calm, for you are floating in the slowest, softest, most beautiful motion of all the quiet expansion of everything that ever was and ever will be. You can rest now. The universe continues to breathe, and you are part of that breath. Somewhere between motion and stillness, the universe folds softly inward. You can almost feel it, the subtle pull of gravity, not as a force, but as a tender curvature. It is the quiet sculptor of reality, shaping everything that drifts through space and time. You can rest now. Every planet that orbits a star, every moon that glides through shadow, is following the contours of this invisible landscape. Gravity does not push or pull. It simply tells matter how to move, and matter tells space how to bend. It's a conversation written in the geometry of existence. Imagine a sheet stretched tight, and upon it, a marble placed at the center. The surface dips not sharply, but smoothly, creating a curve. Now roll another marble across that sheet. It doesn't move straight. It spirals inward, caught by the dip. That is gravity. Not a hand that grabs, but a soft invitation, a suggestion of motion, written into the very fabric of space-time. It's okay to drift. The Earth follows this curvature around the Sunday. Every orbit is a graceful descent, forever falling, yet never reaching. The Moon does the same around Earth. Its motion is a rhythm of balance, an endless swing between distance and closeness. Each turn is precise, each moment held in perfect tension. You can rest now. This cosmic curvature shapes more than worlds. It bends time itself. The deeper something sinks into gravity's well, the slower time flows around it. Near a black hole, time nearly stops a second. There could equal years elsewhere. And yet, to anything caught within that moment, everything feels still, natural, whole. It's okay to drift. You might think of this as distortion, but perhaps it is a kind of harmony, a rhythm the universe keeps in balance. Where gravity grows, strong motion slows, and where space is light, time moves freely again. Everywhere, the same invisible law sings quietly through existence. You can rest now. On our small blue planet, we feel gravity as the familiar weight that grounds us. But what you feel pressing beneath you is not a downward force. It is the Earth curving space-time around itself, and your body simply following that curve. You are not pulled down. You are moving naturally through a shape you cannot see. It's okay to drift. Einstein's equations describe this bending with extraordinary precision, simple symbols that tell how mass warps geometry. When scientists measure the orbit of Mercury or the deflection of starlight near the sun, the numbers match perfectly. Reality itself bows to the mathematics of curvature. You can rest now. Even light, which has no mass, cannot escape this influence. It bends as it passes by stars, curving gently around galaxies. This bending allows us to see what lies behind distant quasars, magnified and multiplied by invisible gravitational lenses. Space itself becomes an artist painting echoes of light upon the dark. It's okay to drift. Some of these cosmic lenses stretch entire clusters of galaxies into rings of fire-perfect circles of light called Einstein rings. They are the universe's mirrors, bending reality back toward itself. When you see such a ring in a telescope, you are witnessing the curvature of dreams, space bending light as gently as a whisper bends air. You can rest now. Every heartbeat, every breath is bound by the same gentle law. The gravity that holds galaxies together is the same that holds the ocean to the shore and you to this quiet bed. It is the tender architecture of connection, the invisible grace that binds all things in belonging. And as you breathe, you can almost feel the curvature beneath you, the way time slows, the way space softly folds, the way your thoughts settle into the deeper rhythm of the universe's gentle tide. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. It begins, as so many things do, with a tremor too small to feel. Not in the ground, nor in the air, but in the very structure of reality itself. The universe, vast and patient, breathes through gravity, and when its great hearts collide, the fabric of space-time ripples outward, like the surface of a still pond touched by a falling leaf. You can rest now. These ripples are called gravitational waves. They were first imagined in 1916 when Einstein looked deep into the mathematics of his theory and saw something extraordinary hiding there, that space-time, though invisible, was flexible, able to stretch and sway when disturbed. For a century, it remained a dream, a whisper in the equations. Then in 2015, humanity heard that whisper for the first time. It's okay to drift. In a pair of observatories called LIGO, 2 long tunnels of laser light waited in silence. When the waves finally arrived, born from the collision of 2 black holes more than 1 billion light-years away, the lasers shivered their reflections, shifting by a distance smaller than a proton. And yet, in that minuscule movement, the entire story of 2 merging worlds was revealed. You can rest now. Those black holes, each dozens of times heavier than the sun, spiraled toward one another for millions of years. As they drew close, their immense gravity stirred space-time itself, creating waves that traveled outward faster than any sound. In their final moment, as they merged into one, they released more energy in a fraction of a second than all the stars in the universe combined. And still, you cannot see it, only feel it in the trembling of the cosmos. It's okay to drift. The detectors that catch these waves, LIGO, Virgo, and now Kagra in Japan, listen with exquisite patience. They measure nothingness, waiting for the faintest rhythm of creation to pass through. Each detection is not only an observation, it is a rediscovery of time itself. Because when gravity moves, time breathes differently, stretching, contracting, flowing like a tide that never truly ends. You can rest now. Think of gravity not as weight, but as memory. Every massive thing in the universe leaves an imprint on the fabric of reality. When it moves, the pattern changes, sending messages across eternity. Those messages are waves. They are space-time's way of remembering its own history. It's okay to drift. Imagine 2 neutron stars, the collapsed cores of ancient suns, each one barely 20 kilometers wide, yet containing more mass than our sun. They circle one another faster and faster, their orbits tightening as they lose energy to the waves they create. At last they meet. The impact sends a surge through the universe, a pulse of light and gravity intertwined. Astronomers call this a kilonova, a flash, so bright it forges gold platinum, and the elements that someday find their way into rings, into dust, into you. You can rest now. Every time you touch a piece of gold, you are touching the residue of a cosmic collision, a relic of two stars that folded space-time together and reshaped the elements of existence. It is a story written not in words, but in waves. The weight of light, the curve of time, the shimmer of creation, continuing even now. It's okay to drift. Sometimes the waves come from something smaller, a star trembling as it spins a pair of white dwarfs circling each other in quiet intimacy. Other times, they are born from cataclysms so immense that entire galaxies feel their echo. Yet no matter how vast, the waves always fade, their energy stretched thin by distance, their message softened into silence. You can rest now, and still the silence is never empty. It carries meaning like the pause between heartbeats. In the calm that follows each ripple, the universe listens to itself, as if remembering that even chaos must one day become peace. It's okay to drift. If you could see these gravitational waves, if your eyes could perceive space-time bending, the night sky would no longer seem still. Every star, every planet, every merging black hole would send gentle ripples through your body. You would feel the world lengthen and shorten by a fraction so small it could never harm you, only cradle you in a rhythm older than time. You can rest now. In truth, these waves pass through you constantly. Every second, thousands ripple across your skin, through your bones, through the air around you. You do not feel them, but they are there, the faint heartbeat of a universe that never sleeps. It's okay to drift. Sometimes, when scientists convert those signals into sound, they become little chirps, soft rising notes like raindrops on glass. Each chirp marks the final dance of two cosmic bodies before they merge into one. It is a lullaby in the language of gravity, a love song between stars. You can rest now. Even light itself feels the touch of these ripples. When space-time stretches, light stretches too. Its wavelength lengthening its color, deepening into red. When space contracts, the light grows bluer, its energy rising. Through these subtle changes, astronomers can read the rhythm of the cosmos, a quiet pulse that never ceases. It's okay to drift. Somewhere beyond our sight, in the depths of the Virgo cluster or the far edges of Andromeda, more collisions are happening even now. Black holes, merge stars, collapse galaxies, sway within invisible tides. Everywhere, the universe sings in a key too low, for the ear too vast, for the heart to fully hold. You can rest now. The tide of time never stops. It carries worlds' light and memory. It holds you gently, as surely as gravity holds the stars. And as you breathe, you move with it, part of the same expansion, the same rhythm, the same infinite softness. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. It's okay to drift. You are safe here, carried upon the invisible waves that bind the cosmos together. The tides of time, the weight of light, the quiet curve of dreams. The deeper you journey into the cosmic sea, the more time begins to change its tone. It no longer feels like a steady rhythm ticking in uniform seconds. Instead, it flows and bends like a melody stretched across the stars. Each vibration of the universe, each wave of gravity, each particle dancing in the vacuum contributes to this grand rhythm, a music that has no sound yet moves everything. Imagine yourself floating at the edge of a massive star. The space around you ripples subtly drawn inward by the star's weight. Light bends there, curling like silk in a slow current. If you could watch a clock floating nearby, you'd see its hands slow, the seconds stretching long. To the clock, time feels normal. But to you, far away, it appears to move in syrupy delay. That is the strange beauty of general relativity, the truth that time depends on where you stand in the cosmic field of gravity. Einstein once said that reality is not made of things but of relations, the way one thing affects another. The sun curves the space-time around it, and the planets simply follow those curves. Nothing is pulled. Instead, everything glides through the smooth geometry of existence. Even light, massless and pure, cannot escape the guidance of this invisible architecture. Its path is altered by the warping of space-time, a subtle reminder that gravity is not a force but a shape. You close your eyes and picture those shapes, endless valleys and peaks, sculpted from time and space themselves. Every galaxy, every black hole, every star bends this vast sheet a little more. The universe becomes a living sculpture, molded by its own contents. The more massive something is, the deeper its impression. Even you, though infinitely small by comparison, press ever so slightly into the cosmic fabric. You are part of the structure. Your weight, your warmth, your atoms leave their trace on eternity. As you drift deeper into thought, you begin to sense that gravity is not only a physical curvature, but a metaphor, a reminder that everything influences everything else. Just as stars curve space, your presence curves the reality of others. Every word, every breath, every act of kindness bends the invisible geometry of human time. You change the path of those around you simply by being. Far away, gravitational waves ripple through the cosmos, faint murmurs of cataclysmic collisions that happened long ago. When two black holes merge, they don't just create light or heat, they send shivers through the structure of existence itself. Those waves travel across billions of light years, carrying with them the memory of that moment. And astonishingly, when they reach Earth, they stretch and squeeze everything by less than a fraction of a proton's width. Yet, we can measure it. We can feel it. Humanity has learned to listen to the whispers of the fabric of reality. In this realization, you find peace. The universe is vast, ancient, and incomprehensibly beautiful, yet it also notices the smallest tremors. Nothing is ever truly lost. Not sound, not light, not the gentle weight of a thought. All of it leaves a ripple in time. As you breathe in, imagine those ripples passing through you, soft vibrations connecting your heartbeat to the pulse of the cosmos. Somewhere billions of light years away, another ripple moves in harmony. The same physics that bends galaxies also guides the slow rhythm of your breath, and suddenly you understand the fabric of space-time is not distant or abstract. It is you. When you exhale, the stars seem to shimmer a little closer. You are part of their dance, written into the same geometry, curved by the same gravity. The universe folds around you with infinite gentleness, as if to say you belong here. And so, beneath that curved horizon, you rest, not as a spectator, but as part of the music itself. There is a stillness that exists between seconds, a silence, so complete it feels like the breath of the universe. It is here within this pause that time itself seems to hum softly. The stars no longer burn with urgency. They glow patient and eternal, as if aware that even fire must eventually rest. In this quiet, you begin to see that space-time is not merely a canvas stretched across existence. It is a living ocean. Every planet that moves, every photon that travels, sends waves through it. Yet, unlike water, these waves do not fade quickly. They echo for eons, passing through galaxies, threading one epoch into the next. You are floating in this ocean right now, your every heartbeat resonating through the same continuum that carries the light of ancient suns. Consider for a moment how time flows differently across the universe. In the core of a massive planet, gravity thickens the tempo, making seconds longer. Near the event horizon of a black hole, time stretches nearly to infinity. To an outside observer, a falling star might seem frozen at the edge forever. Yet from the star's own view, it crosses that boundary and vanishes in a heartbeat. Reality, it turns out, depends on perspective. This is the great paradox of space-time, that every truth exists simultaneously, depending on where you stand. And perhaps that is also the secret of peace, to accept that multiple versions of time, multiple ways of being can coexist. The universe does not rush. It allows all possibilities to unfold in their own rhythm. As you float in thought, the night deepens around you. The Milky Way arches overhead, a vast river of starlight flowing across the dark. Each point of light is a reminder of something immense and far away, and yet intimately connected to you. The photons touching your eyes began their journey before the Earth even formed. You are witnessing ancient time made visible. There is comfort in that continuity. Everything changes, and yet the pattern remains. Stars collapse, galaxies collide, atoms drift apart. But space-time endures, reshaping itself endlessly patiently. The fabric bends, but never breaks. Even when energy fades, even when light dims, the geometry holds the memory of what once was. You realize that this is the true nature of rest, not escape, but integration. To sleep is to return to that rhythm, to let your consciousness dissolve into the flow that has been moving since the dawn of time. Your thoughts slow, aligning with the pulse of gravity, with the steady unfolding of the cosmos. Somewhere beyond the veil of night, black holes are spinning silent anchors in the ocean of space-time. Their gravity curves everything around them, yet from within, even light cannot return. Still, the horizon glows, faintly warmed by particles escaping the edge. A whisper of Hawking radiation, the last breath of a collapsing star. It is proof that even in darkness, there is a trace of life, a shimmer of persistence. And as those faint particles drift outward, they become part of you. Every atom in your body has lived other lives inside stars, inside comets, inside forgotten worlds. The fabric of space-time has woven you from the remnants of everything that has ever existed. So, when you rest tonight, you are not falling asleep in the universe. You are falling asleep with it. The difference is subtle, but profound. The first feels separate, a human lying beneath the stars. The second feels infinite, a consciousness drifting within the curve of eternity. You breathe in, the world breathes out. You let go, and gravity takes care of the rest. Time folds softly around you like a blanket made of starlight, and for a moment, there is only stillness. The stillness between moments where everything that has ever been and ever will be quietly exists together. You float there within the calm geometry of space-time, and the universe hums a lullaby written in gravity and light. You are safe here in the curve of forever. You are home. The universe has no beginning and no end in the way we once imagined. It breathes in curves, in folds, in rhythms that do not stop, only transform. And tonight, as you drift deeper into stillness, you become a listener to that quiet continuum, not an observer standing outside it, but a note within its eternal song. You can feel it now, the subtle pulse beneath all motion. It moves not through space, but through the very essence of time. A ripple that began long before light existed, still humming gently in the fabric of everything. Close your eyes. Imagine that every atom in your body is a tiny planet orbiting within a galaxy of thought. Each one spins according to the same equations that guide the dance of stars. The force that curves galaxies also bends your breath, your dreams, your moments of memory and wonder. Time is not something outside of you. You are made of it. Every thought, every feeling is a pattern of time folded into consciousness. You are a shape in space-time, a wave that rises, unfolds, and dissolves, yet never truly disappears. Far beyond your reach, gravitational waves continue their endless journey. They stretch the universe in silence, passing through you like whispers of an ancient story. Each wave carries the memory of two stars colliding mass, transformed into motion, motion transformed into time itself. You do not need to move to feel it. Stillness is the deepest form of travel. When you become quiet enough, you can feel the movement of galaxies in your chest, the slow turning of the Milky Way, the soft hum of space expanding. Each heartbeat mirrors that rhythm. You are in perfect sync with eternity. The human mind is a strange form of gravity. It bends the flow of moments around meaning. You remember. You imagine, you stretch the past and future until they touch. That too is space-time folded into thought. Einstein once said that for those of us who believe in physics, the separation between past, present, and future is only an illusion, though a persistent one. What you call now is merely the thin edge of a wave moving through the ocean of the universe. But if you let yourself drift just a little deeper, you begin to see that the wave never ends. Every now continues, forever woven into the grand geometry of existence. The memory of every breath you've ever taken still vibrates somewhere in the field of reality. The light from your childhood is still moving outward, still traveling through space, still part of the unfolding story of the cosmos. You are both temporary and infinite, a paradox that the universe seems to love repeating. Imagine now the first instant of creation, not as an explosion, but as a quiet blooming. The Big Bang was not loud. It was light without sound, time awakening from its own slumber. Before there was matter, there was potential, a stillness pregnant with energy. And from that stillness came motion. From motion came gravity. From gravity came the curve. And from the curve came everything. Each galaxy is a continuation of that first moment, still expanding, still carrying the ancient heat of the universe's first breath. And somewhere within it, a small planet turns quietly beneath a thin veil of atmosphere. On that planet, someone breathes in, looks up at the night sky, and wonders about the meaning of it all. That someone is you. The stars you see tonight are not simply distant suns. They are memories of space-time light, stretched across billions of years. When you look at them, you are looking into the past, but the past is not gone. It is folded into the present, woven into the same thread you rest upon now. Every photon that reaches your eyes has traveled across the curvature of the cosmos, bent by gravity, delayed by time, guided by the invisible hand of geometry. And when it touches you, It becomes part of your memory, a new ripple in the continuum. Sleep now. The body is made for rest, and rest is simply the mind's way of aligning with the rhythm of the universe. When you sleep, your consciousness loosens its grip on linear time. Dreams begin not random images, but echoes of higher dimensions, where cause and effect blur into meaning. Some physicists believe that space-time itself may emerge from entanglement, that reality is not built from particles, but from connections. If that is true, then every dream you have, every person you love, every act of kindness is part of the same cosmic web. You are not separate. You are a node in an infinite network of being a note in a timeless chord. You do not fall asleep alone. You fall back into unity. And in that unity, everything becomes simple again. Light becomes thought. Time becomes motion. Being becomes breathing. The vast machinery of physics reduces to one truth: the universe is gentle. It bends and folds and turns endlessly but never breaks. Even black holes, those silent throats of gravity, do not destroy what they consume. They transform it, releasing faint whispers of radiation, sharing their energy back into the sea of space-time. Death in the universe's language is merely a change of curvature. So when stars die, they do not vanish. Their ashes seed new stars. Their gravity reshapes the cosmos. Their light continues to travel forever. Even now, photons from long-dead suns cross the emptiness and touch your face. In their glow, you carry the memory of everything that ever was. Imagine the last moment of the universe, if such a thing can be imagined. It will not be violent. It will be slow, a sigh drawn across eternity. Galaxies will drift apart. Stars will cool, and time will stretch so wide that motion itself will fade. And yet, even then, the fabric of space-time will hum quietly, not gone, only resting. You can sense that peace even now. You can feel what it means to stop striving to simply exist folded gently within the cosmic weave. The truth is, you have always been here, before your name, before your body, before your mind. You were part of the continuum. You will return to it again and again, each time as light as thought, as silence as the faint shimmer between seconds. Breathe. Feel the gravity of your bed, the pull that keeps you anchored to the earth. That same pull guides the moon, stirs the tides, shapes the orbits of planets. You are part of that same equation. The earth turns beneath you. The stars drift above. And yet here, you are perfectly still in the middle of motion. Let yourself drift with it. You don't need to understand space-time to feel its kindness. It carries you the way the ocean carries a leaf. You do not need to swim. You only need to float. And as you do, you begin to notice how everything connects: the breath in your lungs to the expansion of the cosmos, the warmth of your skin to the birth of starlight, the rhythm of your heart to the bending of gravity. Every part of you is written in the same language, a language of energy, time, and love. As you approach sleep, you can let go of every definition, every border, every fear. The universe does not end where your skin begins. It continues through you, a seamless flow of atoms, a single story told in infinite forms. The night sky outside is not above you. It is within you. Your neurons spark with the same charge that fuels distant stars. The iron in your blood was forged in a supernova. The calcium in your bones once floated in the heart of a dying star. You are the cosmos, experiencing itself slowly through the lens of a dream. And now, as your thoughts grow lighter, the border between waking and dreaming begins to fade. You sense time slowing, not stopping, but softening. Seconds lose their edges. The mind loosens its hold. You drift into that place where memory and imagination become one, where the laws of physics turn into poetry. There, within the silence between stars, you feel it, the true nature of existence. It isn't chaos. It isn't randomness. It is rhythm, gentle and endless. A vast, curved serenity that carries everything toward peace. Sleep now. Let gravity hold you. Let time cradle you. Let space fold around you like the soft fabric of a dream. You are the universe resting within itself. You are the curve and the calm. You are the quiet continuum, and the universe whispers in the only language it has ever known. You are eternal. The story is complete now, but the universe never truly ends. It only exhales and waits for you to listen. The fabric of space-time stretches quietly around you, a soft geometry woven from gravity and memory. Each thread holds the echo of every heartbeat, every particle of light that ever touched your skin. Even now, the atoms of your body hum with the rhythm of creation. You are not separate from the stars. You are the reason they shine. You can rest now. The earth turns beneath you, slow and steady, carrying you through the night on a path older than thought. Somewhere, galaxies drift apart in a silence so wide it feels like peace. Somewhere, light from a newborn star begins its billion-year journey just to reach the corner of your sky. And here, in this moment, between breaths, you exist perfectly. Not ahead, not behind. Only now, a still point in the turning universe. It's okay to drift. The science of sleep, the science of space, they both speak the same truth. Rest is the universe remembering itself. Every dream you have is gravity's way of folding your mind back into the whole. Every breath is a small orbit, a gentle curvature of being. You are safe here. You are held by forces far older than fear. The same gravity that shapes galaxies cradles you now in silence. The same flow that bends time moves softly through your veins. And as you drift towards sleep, you begin to dissolve into everything. Your breath becomes wind. Your thoughts become light. Your heartbeat becomes the pulse of stars across eternity. The night will keep turning. The Milky Way will keep spinning, one slow revolution every 230 million years. You will be part of it, even as you dream. Light still travels. The universe breathes through you. You are home. You can rest now. If you're still awake, the light is waiting for you. Beyond this night, a new wonder hums softly in the distance. The next breath of the cosmos is already rising. Perhaps a star being born, perhaps a dream finding its form. You don't need to chase it, just let it come the way dawn finds the sea. Somewhere ahead, the story continues. Another rhythm, another calm unfolding. When you return, the universe will still be here, patient and bright, ready to begin again. Until then, float in the quiet. You are part of the light ahead. You are safe. You can rest now.